afternoon, everyone. Today it is Valentine's Day, and no, I'm not going to bore you with subjects about Valentine's. I guess only days. All right, so what are some subjects? Mostly in class we've been talking about expansion and contraction, concepts which are incredibly important in Tai Chi, but also very important just in general. We talked about expansion and contraction of time, and expansion and contraction of your funds, expansion and contraction of events, and how to manage, somewhat of managing your chi is about managing events. Sorry about that. And managing events or activities can be a little bit of a disturbing difficulty, because when you have an event, usually it's important to you in some way. You like doing that activity. And so you start to, it's sort of like cleaning your garage. You start looking at it and you go, I don't know what to get rid of. I like doing all these things, or it's necessary to do. What I would recommend is setting a goal, and based on what your peer group is doing in your range, which is probably going to be somewhere around 10 different activities a day at the most. Some peer groups go down to 9, and some go up to 11 or 12, but mostly, for the most part, people do about 10 activities daily. What else has been on this subject? Preparation, I think, is incredibly important in terms of not only managing energy, but managing time, and making sure that you stay on task and don't end up doing a lot of things that take forever, and then they bog you down and they weigh you down. It's much better to get things done quickly and cleanly, I have found. Now, that doesn't mean that it's always going to be the most fun thing, but at the same time, if you've prepared correctly, then you can handle things in a quick manner. What else has been on the subject list? There are a couple new Art of War strategies that I'd like to reveal in another video. I can't reveal them in this video just yet, but I promise you come back, and within the week, I would say, I should be able to actually explain how these strategies work. I know that they work. Right now, I've got a multi-million-dollar company that's owed my company money for a long time, spontaneously paying and being forced to pay because I've got them under my thumb. And you'd say, how can you accomplish that? Well, the leverage of the Art of War works. And if you understand the Art of War, it will work for you. And you can't use the Art of War on everything, but you can use it on a lot of things, and including health. And so understanding how, in Tai Chi, the concept being song, and the structure, and in Art of War being sure, and the strategic configuration of power, or how energy moves, which is incredibly important also in Feng Shui. These things are really key to understanding the Chinese sciences and how to do things with energy. It can't be all theory. You can't just read a book and put it down. You've got to actually study things. Speaking of which, while I'm here, the subject came up about alchemy on Facebook, and I have this to say about studying Taoist alchemy. If you don't have this book, you're going to get lost. Don't study alchemy without studying this text. Right? It's not that thick. I mean, the I Ching part itself is only this first bit, and you need to read it over and over and over. You don't necessarily need to cast coins or yarrow stalks. You need to understand the actual the changes, because the forces that establish the changes are the forces that are going to matter in your life. And they're happening all the time, all the time. You saw right here on this phone, change, right? I set that phone, it was stable for a little bit, but over time, boom, manifesting change. And understanding how the changes work will relieve a whole lot of anxiety and pressure. I can't say it's going to all go away, and that you're going to be happy every moment of your life. Right? I'm not a guru in that way. I'm not going to make promises like that. You want that kind of thing, consider being spiritual. But in this case, I'm going to say it is absolutely vital you understand the changes. Work on those things, and I will see you in a little bit.